Ever wondered what it feels like to own a dog that weighs more than some adults? Or maybe you're just curious about which breeds could actually pull a sled carrying you instead of the other way around? Well, you're about to find out. Today we're counting down the absolute units of the dog world, the 10 heaviest big dog breeds on the planet. And trust me, some of these gentle giants are going to blow your mind. Starting our countdown at number 10 is the Alaskan Malamute, weighing in at a hefty 85 pounds. Now, I know what you're thinking. That doesn't sound that big compared to what's coming. But don't let the numbers fool you. These Arctic powerhouses were literally bred to haul heavy loads across frozen wastelands. Like, imagine being so strong that your actual job description is pull sleds through blizzards all day. That's the Malamute life. What makes these dogs special isn't just their strength, it's their endurance. These fluffy beasts can work all day in temperatures that would have us humans crying for our heated blankets. In the native Inuit tribes, these dogs were so valuable that they were often treated as part of the family and even slept with children to keep them warm during harsh winters. Coming in at number 9, we've got the Bull Mastiff, tipping the scales at up to 130 pounds of pure muscle. In 19th century England, gamekeepers needed a dog that could track down and hold poachers, but not rip them to shreds. Enter the Bull Mastiff. Part English, Mastiff for size, part Bulldog for courage. These dogs were literally called the gamekeeper's night dog because they could silently track intruders and then pin them down without causing serious injury. How cool is that? They're basically the original security guards. Despite their intimidating size and serious face, Bull Mastiffs are actually super chill with their families. They're the definition of I look tough, but I'm actually a softie. They'll protect you with their life if needed. At number 8, we have the Dogue de Bordeaux, or French Mastiff, weighing up to 150 pounds. And yes, this is the same breed as Hooch from the movie Turner and Hooch. If you haven't seen it, just know that Tom Hanks got completely upstaged by this drool machine. Speaking of drool, fair warning, these dogs produce enough slobber to fill a small swimming pool. But what they lack in neatness, they make up for in loyalty and strength. These massive red dogs were once used for hunting wild boar, pulling carts, and guarding estates in France. The Dogue de Bordeaux has one of the largest heads in the dog world proportionate to their body. Which isn't just for show, it houses some serious jaw strength. But don't let that intimidate you. Despite their tough history as guard dogs, they're actually super affectionate with their families. These dogs have survived the French Revolution, both world wars, and nearly went extinct multiple times. Talk about resilience. They're basically the comeback kids of the dog world. Lucky number 7 is the majestic Tibetan Mastiff, also weighing in at about 150 pounds. But what they lack in extra pounds, they make up for with their insane lion-like mane that makes them look twice their actual size. These dogs are literally the stuff of legends. For centuries, they guarded Tibetan monasteries perched high in the Himalayas. Imagine being so tough that your day job is protecting temples in some of the harshest mountain conditions on Earth. What's wild about Tibetan Mastiffs is that they're one of the least domesticated dog breeds. They still think very independently and have been known to completely ignore commands they don't agree with. Basically, they're the teenagers of the dog world. Yeah, I heard you, I just don't care. Swimming into the number 6 spot is the Newfoundland, also weighing up to 150 pounds, but these gentle giants have a superpower the others don't. They're basically canine lifeguards. Newfoundlands were bred as working dogs for fishermen in Canada, and they have actual webbed feet and water-resistant coats. Their swimming skills are so legendary that they're still used for water rescues today. There are countless stories of Newfies saving drowning people. Some of these dogs have rescued over 100 people in their lifetime. What's even more amazing is their natural instinct to save people. No one has to teach them. They just see someone struggling in water and think, not on my watch. Despite their enormous size, Newfoundlands are known as nanny dogs because they're incredibly gentle with kids. Remember Nana from Peter Pan? Yep, she was a Newfie. These dogs are living proof that sometimes the biggest creatures have the softest hearts. Taking the number 5 spot is the gorgeous Leonberger, weighing up to 170 pounds. These fluffy mountains of fur were literally created to look like lions. The guy who bred them, Heinrich Essig, wanted a dog that resembled the lion on his town's crest. Talk about a flex. Leonbergers are triple threats. They're powerful enough for farm work, gentle enough to be family companions, and impressive enough to be status symbols. In the 1800s, they became favorites of European royalty, including the Prince of Wales, Empress Elizabeth of Austria, and the Italian King. Despite their size, Leonbergers are known as gentle giants, who are amazing with kids. These dogs are also weirdly graceful swimmers thanks to their partially webbed feet. And get this, they're one of the few giant breeds that rarely drool. Just missing the medal positions at number 4 is the Great Dane, weighing up to 175 pounds. These dogs are basically horses disguised as canines. They can stand over 7 feet tall on their hind legs. No wonder they're called the Apollo of dogs. Despite their German name, Great Danes actually originated in Denmark. They were bred to hunt wild boar, which explains their size, but over generations they've become much more gentle than their hunting ancestors. Great Danes hold multiple world records, including the title for tallest dog ever. The legendary Zeus stood 44 inches at the shoulder and was 7'4" on his hind legs, taller than most NBA players. Can you imagine taking that for a walk? Here's something wild. Great Dane puppies grow so fast you can almost see it happening. They gain 10 to 20 pounds a month during their growth phase. Taking the bronze medal at number 3 is the Irish Wolfhound, weighing up to 180 pounds. These dogs are living history. They're one of the oldest breeds mentioned in literature and were once given as gifts to Roman consuls and kings. As their name suggests, they were bred to hunt wolves in Ireland, and they were so good at it that they literally worked themselves out of a job. Wolves were extinct in Ireland by the late 1700s. Irish Wolfhounds are the tallest of all dog breeds, even taller than Great Danes, though they're typically leaner. Standing on their hind legs, they can be over 7 feet tall. Imagine having a dog that can look you in the eye. Despite their hunting background, modern Irish Wolfhounds are super gentle and calm. A cool historical fact: Irish law once restricted ownership of Irish Wolfhounds to nobility and royalty only. These dogs were literally too cool for common folk. They were so valued that they sometimes were worth more than the people who owned them. Taking silver at number 2 is the St. Bernard, also weighing up to 180 pounds, but typically more stocky than the Irish Wolfhound. St. Bernards were bred by monks at the St. Bernard Hospice in the Swiss Alps, where they were used for rescue operations. These dogs could track lost travelers buried under several feet of snow and then lay on them to keep them warm until help arrived. The most famous St. Bernard, Barry, saved more than 40 people during his lifetime in the early 1800s. The breed became so famous for rescue work that there's a monument to them in Switzerland. One more thing. St. Bernard puppies are born tiny but grow at an astronomical rate. They can gain over 150 pounds in their first year. And claiming the heavyweight championship belt at number 1 is the English Mastiff, weighing up to a jaw-dropping 230 pounds. That's like having a professional linebacker living in your house, except this one has 4 legs and wants belly rubs. The English Mastiff holds the official world record for heaviest dog ever. A Mastiff named Zorba weighed 343 pounds. That's heavier than many adult humans combined. Just imagine the food bill. These massive dogs have been around since ancient times. There are records of them fighting alongside the Romans in battle, and later being used to fight lions and bears in arenas. Yeah, you heard that right. These dogs were considered fair matches against bears. Despite their war-torn history, modern English Mastiffs are famously gentle and patient. Fun fact: English Mastiffs can gain so much weight so quickly that owners have to be careful about their exercise when they're puppies, or they can develop joint problems. It's one of the few breeds where vets actually have to tell owners to exercise them less as puppies. So there you have it, the 10 heaviest dog breeds in the world. So now I'm curious, which of these massive dogs would you want to bring home? Or, if you already have one of these giants, drop a comment below with your experience. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more doggo content.